Check this out. First pompano of the season. Try that again. First keeper pomp of this season. Loving it. All right, what's going on, everybody? We're back on the beach. Not deliberately fishing for sharks, at least not yet. We're targeting pompano and whiting and basically just the small surf species that are going back and forth in the trough here. Hopefully we catch a couple, but if we do, we're gonna put some in the cooler. Tons of crabs out there this time of year. Got 2 calico crabs. We're gonna cut these up, similar to like how you would for like a red drum or something, but just smaller chunks. And maybe the pompano wants some crab today. When you're working with chunk crab, it doesn't really stay on the hook too well. So what I do is I have this twine string stuff, and I just wrap it around that loose chunk of crab on the hook there. Just kind of helps hold in all those crabby goodness, all those little tiny bits. Definitely not a pompano, but a nice little bonnethead shark. See that little face? Not what we're going for, but honestly one of the bigger bonnetheads I've ever caught, so that's kind of cool. Neat, let him go. Alright, so here's what we got going on. I just re-rigged, got some of that crab claw. I cracked it a little bit and then tied that string around it so that the scent kind of stays in there. And then just another little body chunk. So it's working. Crabs, sometimes crabs can like ruin the spot when you're fishing for pompano and you're using like sand fleas or shrimp or something. But if you catch the crab and know how to keep it on the hook, oftentimes you get like sheep's head and a lot of other cooler species. So definitely give it a shot. Small fish on. This is either a catfish or a pompano. Did it come off? Oh, double croakers. I'll take that.
What is it?
Those are 2 the best snook baits money can buy. I'm gonna try and keep these alive, actually, just in case. Also not what we're going for, but just got double croaker. This is one of my absolute favorite baits for snook and redfish. There you go. Some people call them spots, depending on where you are. I call it a croaker. Alright, so I'm taking this little I guess it's a metal detector scoop, because I travel back and forth between Illinois and Florida. I don't have a sand flea rake here anymore. It got lost in the move. But I'm taking it where I know that the sand fleas should be, and in the sand, just catching these little sand fleas or mole crabs. So I've got probably 8 or 10 in here, and this is actually my #1 favorite bait for pompano. So I'm gonna rig up with some sand fleas and crab, and go from there. he broke my weight off. Use some pliers, let's be smart. It's another little bonnethead, but this is much more the size that they normally are. So, cool. I like these guys. Look at the little head shape. A lot of people mistake them for a hammerhead, but the round top definitely means bonnethead. So that bonnethead broke our weight off, so I have to re-rig. But one of the best things that you could possibly do when you're in Illinois waiting to come to Florida is tie up a bunch of pompano rigs ahead of time. So in this little book I have a bunch of pompano rigs. Now I'm not wasting time on the beach. Just gonna find one that looks good to me, take it out of this little baggie, untangle it, and then attach that mate back to the line. It saves me a lot of time. Alright, so we just got a pompano. I had to cast this so far and get soaking wet to get them, but it's just good to know that they're out there. It's kind of hard to see, but where the pompano are going to come from is the clearer water, that greener color or bluer color water out here. This tan and dirty color water is where the sharks, the catfish, bluefish, stuff like that is. But the better stuff is in that farther water. So you don't always have to cast super far, but today you're going to have to. We'll have to measure this guy. Good old pop. Gotta be 11 inches. Check this out. First pompano of the season. Try that again. First keeper pomp of this season. Loving it. Hopefully that's the smallest one. He's only slightly over 11, and they gotta be 11 inches to keep, so. Hopefully there's a lot more with that guy. Nothing like getting some pizzas delivered to you on the beach. Ooh. Just got absolutely soaked to get these, but once you find them, they're actually pretty plentiful. Bunch of little sand fleas. We're probably gonna call it here. It's dead low tide and nothing really seems to be happening. We're gonna head in for a little bit and probably come out later tonight and see if we can't catch a couple more. But I appreciate you guys watching, and see you guys in the next video. Tricky stickers.